Yo, what up, everybody? What's going on? What's going on? I thought I would start you off with some music there just to get the mood hyped up a little bit. Welcome to the Unbreakable Academy. I'm just checking the feed, make sure everything looks good. Oh, yeah, look at that. Looks good. See, I check it on my phone right here, and then I can see myself. All right. So it looks good. It sounds good. How's everyone doing tonight? It's a little later for my live stream, which is cool. I'm kind of cool with that. It's nice and cool out here in the desert, so it's nice to actually not be sweating on camera. So it's really cool. So what is going on? Thank you so much for tuning into all these videos. 31 videos, 31 days during the month of October. We are doing it up and doing it big style, Big Willie style. And we're not being a pig about it. We're doing it straight. So that's a little insider joke for those who are in close vicinity. Anyway, today's topic, if you haven't already seen it on the title, is Don't Be an Asshole. And I want to explain what this means, because you definitely don't want to be an asshole. To live an unbreakable lifestyle, being an asshole is one thing that you want to be aware of if you're doing it, and make sure you're not doing it. And most importantly, even more importantly, is being aware of other assholes in your life, and making sure that you steer clear of these types of people. So what is an asshole? An asshole is somebody who will constantly ask for advice and then basically not take your advice. And I've encountered this a lot, because when I put out my first book, Disable Your Disability, a lot of it was, I was out coaching and training other people with disabilities, other folks with the same disability that I have. And, I do one-on-one training and stuff like that. And I'm not talking about those people specifically, but I am talking about people that would like hit me up on social media. And that could be even like through videos like this sort of thing. So I have a lot of experience and advice to give people in order to live a healthy lifestyle, in order to start to break through a lot of mental barriers that may be stopping you from living, a healthy and happy life. So I like to give and share as much knowledge as possible. So I'd be giving advice. And there would be people that would ask me specific questions, and they would say, hey, Tony, what should I do about this or that, And so I would go into giving them advice. And, I pretty much share freely. I don't hold much back. So if someone asks me a question, it could be a very small question, but I'll automatically just start turning my wheels and trying to help as much as possible, asking them questions back, trying to figure out what do they really mean by what they're asking. And so I'll go in pretty deep when it comes to the advice that I give. So, I would give this advice to some people, and, they'd be like, oh, yeah, that sounds great. And, a month later, they're still in the same position. 2 weeks later, they're in the same position. 3 months later, they're in the same position. And then they're asking me again, like the same questions, right? And so, like, that's pretty much like an asshole in my mind. It's someone that's like open, and they're not wasting my time, but they're, asking of my time, where I'm going to sit here and I'm going to give you advice. And, I have knowledge, I have experience with this, so I'm going to give you advice, and I expect that you're going to take it. And if you don't take it, like, don't waste my time. So don't be an asshole. Like, that's what an asshole is. If you just constantly are asking for advice, but you don't actually take the advice that you're given, then you're an asshole. And you definitely don't want to do this to people. So this goes for, if you're asking for advice from professionals. And then also, if you are a professional and you are giving advice and you're helping people, you want to look out for these people. And sometimes you're not going to know exactly like who they are. You're not going to know from just the first question they ask or something like that. But you do have to be aware. So you'll find trends in certain people, like on social media, certain people that reach out to you and ask you questions, and it'll be the same types of questions. And, there's people that say, oh, I know, yeah, I'm going to do it, but then they don't ever do it. And this is most frustrating when it came to me training people, like as a personal trainer, because I would tell people exactly what you have to do. It's like, okay, we're going to look at your calorie count, or your calorie intake count. We're going to look at your numbers. We're going to look at how much you're exercising. Like, this is how much you got to burn calorie wise. Like, it's very, mathematical when it comes down to it sometimes. So there were some people I'd say, okay, this is what you're going to do. And I would spend my time figuring out a game plan for them. Okay, over the next 2 weeks, over the next month, I want you to do this and you're going to feel so much better. You're going to lose some weight, et cetera, et cetera. And then they just wouldn't do it. So it was so frustrating for me. And, I don't want to say that I dislike people like this, but it just gets in the way of helping more people. If I'm spending my time and someone's not going to take my advice, I could be using that time to give it to somebody who will use my advice and who will take it and be able to make big changes in their lives. So that's the point. So you want to watch out if you're a trainer or a coach or a teacher or something like that. You want to watch out for people like that because you want to steer clear so that you can spend your time giving to the people who will really accept it. So that's what an asshole is. I'll put the question out to you. Have you experienced, first of all, have you ever been an asshole? And then second of all, have you ever experienced an asshole, from someone asking you questions and asking for advice and not taking it? So comment below, let me know. That's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. My name's Tony Jacobson. Again, you can get my book, Disable Your Disability. The link is in the description. And also, make sure you get on the Unbreakable newsletter list. That link is in the description. I send out a monthly email that's all about health, productivity, and basically being unbreakable. So get on that list right now. All right, we'll see you next time. Peace.